Ifesinachi is known worldwide. So, what do you intend to do at the conference in New York?
Yes, it's to go and tell the world that we need peace. It's go and tell the world some of the examples we have used. Because no man knows everything all. No matter how developed you are, it is some knowledge. The knowledge you haven't gotten through, you haven't been told. You can be informed that this way, that way can solve problems. And I'm prepared to tell the world, use the examples I have used, use the example my ancestors have used to bring peace to the land. And I will tell them, look, if you take this way, if you take this alternative, there will be peace, absolute peace in the entire world. And that is why I have got prepared to tell the world. I have my alternatives.
Since I'm going with you, I'll be with you always, so I'll learn how to be in peace.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, Your Majesty, can you tell us the history of Obudu Kingdom?
Yeah, Obudu Kingdom, like with other nations in the world, especially the Africans, especially those of us from the South and East here, we migrated from South Africa during the Great Trade, and that's why we find ourselves here. That's where we find ourselves here. And all through, people were great men. They fought their way from East Africa to South Africa, through the Cameroons, through the rivers and through the hills, and they find themselves where they are today. And we're very comfortable here, but we appreciate God because the land befits us. We're farmers and we're doing well. We're doing well. What we want is, what we need now is for government to harness our activities, harness our productivities to make Nigeria great. So I think what we need to do, government need to do is to do policies that will help the people to give them what they want. Help us, improve us, create policies that will make the people product to be sellable. We produce a lot of food crops. We produce a lot of economic crops. So if harness, that alone could sustain Nigeria. And that has been the history of Obudu people. They are great people, they are great farmers, and they are doing very well. So give us the opportunity, we will do wonders. So we pray that you will send our ideas to the people out there, the government out there, to come to our aid. And once that is done, we will go places, and this country is going to be great.
Okay, you made mention of agriculture. So, what is the chief crop of Obudu Kingdom? Their chief crop, like.
But the people of Obudu are multi-dimensional right now.
Wow.
They produce so many things, especially in terms of economic crops. Naturally, we are farmers. I don't think we should go back to the age where we were living by subsistence, living alone. We've grown beyond that. We're now thinking, we're not competing with the world, thinking what we can export. And we've got a good number of crops to export. We produce cocoa majorly. We produce palms, which can be turned into several products that are sellable in the world here. So I think we have a lot to talk of. People can bear us witness that pear fruit, a lot of fruits we produce here too. And our lands are fertile. Once your land is fertile, you can do a lot of things. So like I emphasized before, if government can help us, help our people to turn around, help the people to invest, they will do a lot. So we're looking for investment, we're looking for people to come and invest here. There is land here. The land is fertile, the people are here prepared to work. So we want people who will come and invest here. We want people who will come here and steer people to give them the best. So if we can have such industries, we will do well. So we're multi-dimensional in productivity.
Okay, I think that is why this crossover Calabar is called the food of the nation.
Yes.
Wow, okay. Your Majesty, which part of Igbo is your mother from?
Oh yeah, my stepmother rather.
Okay, your
My
stepmother.
stepmother comes from Owerri. Very small Owerri, Onimo State.
Wow.
As you know, Ogidi, Mbise,
Okay, Mbaise.
Mbese land. That's where my stepmother comes from.
Mbaise.
Mbese land. That's where my stepmother comes from.
Okay, where is she?
Where she's left, of course, but the children are here.
Oh, okay.
The children are here.
So,
Yeah.
since your stepmother is from Igbo, do you speak Igbo?
Well, initially, when I used to interact with her, I speak Igbo.
Wow.
But because she became late,
You
I've
forgot.
lost that memory.
Okay.
I've lost that memory.
Let me just speak Igbo. Let me know if you know. Bia.
Yeah, can you?
Okay, what is Bia Kaije?
I've spoken already.
In English, what does it mean in English?
Come and take. Come and chop.
No.
Come and take.
Bia Kaire. Okay, it's Bia Kaire that you said.
Okay, no, Bia Kanje.
Bia Kaije is come, let's
I
go.
come, let's thank you. I've said it, because it's not like that for years now. I'm not losing that memory.
Yeah.
When she was there, oh no. I used to speak a lot of English. But since nobody is here to really put me off, that I discuss with.
Don't worry, when we get to I'll be speaking Igbo for you.
I love the language a lot. I love the language a lot. And I love the people of Igbo.
Wow.
Because they're intelligent, they are talented, and in fact, they are glamorous. They are wonderful people. So I love them a lot. And I wish I can speak the language fluently. So I yearn for it.
Iwe Dalo. Did you know what it means?
Dalo.
Iwe Dalo.
I know Iwe. I know. Dalo, yes, my stepmother used to tell me, I think, well done or something.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, Dalo is well done.
When I used to give her something, she would tell me like that.
Dalo.
Iwe.
Like king.
Okay.
Iwe.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay. Emergency, how does Obudu culture and Igbo culture connect?
Well, I think before the white men came to our land, you see why the Igbos are doing well? It's because they were civilized before the white men came. That civilization has continued to live with them. There is no difference between the Igbos and all of us. We are all in peace here. Even when we talk about proximity, is there. So there's no difference at all. I think the only difference is when probably because they are maybe close to the river, to the sea there, and other people came there to influence their culture. If not, I think we have a culture that is similar.
Okay.
It's not different. The style of dancing, the style of the way we farm is the same. The way we marry is almost the same. It's the same. It's just that probably nowadays people want to do it the way you want.
Yes.
Our ancestors used to do the same thing. Why? You must present cola. Present cola. You pay bride price, and you do marriage feast, which was similar. And I think it's still the same. Other variables like paying more than this or paying that, that one has become a new phase, which people think that they would like their in-laws to have them in one way or the other. If not the same, the most important thing is the kola nut, presentation of kola nut, breaking of kola nut, and they pay on bride price, and then the marriage feast. That's all. These are the most important key things, which I think they are the same. There's no difference about that.
Yeah. But the food is not the same. So,
well, nowadays everything was the same. Nowadays people do it the way they like. They do it the way they like. Even here, people wants to do it the way they like. Wants to do it when you say, look, my children, this is what we used to do. They say, no, I want to do it in a big way. That's just different. I want to do it in a big way.
Just the food. I
agree. That's just the difference. If not,
yes.
Traditionally, the most important thing is that there must be four.
Exactly.
Whichever way you go about it. Severally is now new terrain, a new dawn,
Okay, Your Majesty. Have you been to Igbo land?
Yeah. I've been to Aba, I've been to Mahia, I've been to Anambra, I've been to a lot of places. Yes.
So which is your favorite town?
Everywhere I go in Igbo, I love.
Okay.
Love.
Okay. Is there any Obudu language that sounds like Igbo?
I think so, a lot.
Okay,
There's
this word. What's that?
There's one, if I can remember, there's something that we speak. What was the same? I used to tell my stepmother that, look, I think there are similarities in this language, and then it's just that our tongue and intonation have changed everything. If not, I think that we will speak, we hear ourselves. If you listen attentively, you will know what the other person is. In earnest,
Wow.
you will know. I was surprised when a brother of mine went to East Africa in those days and came back and said, they went there for peacekeeping. He came back and said he went and he listened to people, they were speaking Obudu language.
Like seriously?
Yes, they were speaking Obudu. In East Africa, they were speaking Obudu language. He was now made a coordinator to hear from the people and tell the peacekeeping group. When they speak, he listens. He will hear them speak Obudu. In East Africa, you hear them speak his language. When they speak, they will hear. And when he replies, they hear still too. He became an interpreter for the whole region. The people now say, oh, they've said the brother. So it actually confirmed that we migrated from the Southern Africans region. We migrated from there. Imagine somebody going to East Africa and hear people speak the same language, compose the same language. When the sounds he hears, when he speaks, they serve to listen as well. Before you know it, they married differences, they were now able to hear themselves fluently. So it's so fantastic. That shows that we Africans originated from one home, from one area, from one playground.
Yes. Okay, Your Majesty. I was told that you are the prince's best man and you are the one that negotiated the bride price. Can you tell us how it went and everything?
Yeah, if I can remember, I think we were given good hospitality. The people were kind to us. They saw us as brothers from the same region, and we were treated fairly. And it didn't take much from us. It was like our own culture. And they gave us the opportunity to air our views of what they were demanding. They were not just being obsolete in whatever they says. We were not victimized. We told them what we had, and they accepted in good faith with us. And they gave us a wife. It was fantastic. I have never seen, because even in my own culture, you never go this one day and pay all the Jews and they give you a wife. With the little that we took, we were able to take our wife home. So the people were so fantastic. I owed him a lot. Now that I'm a king, I think one day I'm going to pay a visit to my in-laws to tell them thank you for that honor done on me.
That'll be nice.
Yes.
So which part of Igbo is she from?
I think from, she's from Abakaliki in this area. I just escaped my memory. I think,
Okay.
yes, I can remember.
The prince mentioned something like Amagunze.
I think something like that.
Yeah.
I still have the picture in my memory.
Yeah, he said something like Amagunze.
I still have a picture in my memory. I think I can trace if you want if I want to get it, I can trace my way. I can trace my way to the place.
Okay, that's nice. Okay. What are the differences between the way Igbo people negotiate by price and Obudu? Like, is there any difference the way they
I
negotiate by
don't
price?
think there's any difference. Why? Because if you are tolerable, yeah, they give you the opportunity to hear your views. It happens here too. Uh, Nothing is being done through finality. There is no ultimate decision on that. They looked at who were there and said, look, because of love, we give you our daughter. Not because of anything. They said, take our daughter. If you love her, we give her to you. It's been done here also. Unlike other cultures where whether you like it or not, you must pay what they want. Take your daughter, even if she's dead, nobody cares. But they are so kind, they are so civilized in a way that they want their daughter to live in peace. They want their daughter to be treated fairly. So they don't maximize their